Hello viewers, welcome to my channel. Today's video is about worst fire incidents in Kenyan schools. The first school is Bombolulu Girls Secondary School in Kwale in 1998. In the late 1990s, tragedy struck Bombolulu Girls in Kenya's Coast region. A dormitory fire claimed the lives of 26 students. A dormitory caught fire during the night and many students are unable to escape before the flame spreads. Reports at the time suggested the fire may have been linked to student unrest, but details remain less clear. Questions were raised about emergency exits, dormitory design, and whether students were adequately prepared to respond during emergencies. Following the tragedy, safety experts called for schools to conduct regular fire drills and ensure that dormitories met basic fire safety standards. Another school is Kengili Secondary School in Machakos in 2001. On the night of 25th of March 2001, Kenya experienced its deadliest school fire. A dormitory at Kengili Secondary School was set ablaze while students were asleep. The fire spread rapidly through the building, leading to the death of 67 students and injuries to many others. The nation entered a period of mourning as families struggled to come to terms with the scale of the tragedy. The disaster led to nationwide reviews of boarding school safety. Investigations concluded that the fire was deliberately started by students following disputes and unrest at the school. The tragedy led to major discussions about student discipline, grievance handling, and dormitory safety. Authorities emphasized the importance of accessible exits, emergency preparedness, and supervision in schools. Another school is Asumbi Girls Boarding Primary School in 2012. In 2012, a fire at Asumbi Girls Boarding Primary School claimed the lives of 8 pupils. The incident reminded authorities that fire risks affect both primary and secondary schools. Investigators believe the Asumbi Girls Boarding Primary School fire may have been caused by an electrical fault or power surge. However, the tragedy was worsened by safety shortcomings, including a locked dormitory door and grilled windows that made escape difficult for the pupils trapped inside. Another school is Moi Girls High School, Nairobi. In September 2017, a tragedy struck Moi Girls High School in Nairobi. A dormitory was engulfed in flames before dawn and 10 students lost their lives. The incident occurred at one of Kenya's most respected schools, proving that no institution was immune from fire disasters. Investigators determined the fire was deliberately set. The tragedy renewed discussions about mental health support, conflict resolution, and school security. Many schools responded by reviewing emergency procedures and strengthening counseling services for students. Another incident occurred at Hillside Endarasha Academy in Nyeri in 2024. In September 2024, a dormitory fire at Hillside Endarasha Academy shocked the nations. 21 boys lost their lives while many others were injured. The tragedy received international attention. Leaders, religious organizations, and ordinary citizens expressed condolences to the affected families. Authorities launched extensive investigations. Public reports indicated several possible lines of inquiry, including electrical faults and human involvement, but determining the exact cause was proved challenging. The disaster renewed calls for comprehensive inspections of boarding schools throughout Kenya. Another incident occurred at Tutumishi Girls Academy in Gilgil recently this year. A fire broke out in a dormitory housing students. 16 students died and many others were injured. Authorities investigated the probability of arson. Several students were questioned as investigators worked to establish exactly how the fire began. The incident once again reminded the country that despite previous reforms, school fire remained a serious concern. Authorities launched investigations while educators and parents demanded stricter enforcement of safety regulations. The tragedy highlighted the continuation need for fire detection systems, emergency exits, regular inspections, safety training, and discipline among the students. The bigger question is, why do school fires continue to occur? Over the years, investigations into school fires have pointed several recurring issues such as overcrowded dormitories, inadequate emergency exits, poor electrical systems, and in some cases, deliberate acts of arson. Experts argue that preventing future tragedies requires a combination of better infrastructure, stronger safety enforcement, improved student welfare programs, and regular emergency preparedness training. Behind every statistic is a young life, a grieving family, and a community forever changed. These stories remind us why safety, vigilance, and care for students must remain at the heart of education. As Kenya continues to learn from these painful events, the hope is that future generations will study and live in safer schools. Though the flames have been long extinguished, the memories of those lost continue to inspire efforts towards safer schools for every Kenyan child. That's all for today. Please like, share, and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.